does protraction. So if they're to get the pec out of the equation, I'll actually have them push in my hand and then go and do your serratus punch. So I will selectively try to get the posterior side of the shoulder and get the pec out of the equation. And what you'll notice is if you were to palpate the pec area, it goes out, it's gone. Like it's impossible to actually get. All right, and then with that, within the exercises, if you're having them do that at home, you can have them like have a band like into the door, lay down next to the door, and then have them do that serratus punch with the band around the door. All right, go and layer, flip around, hands and knees. All right, so we're trying to get our serratus anterior to go around the rib cage and help with upward rotation. We're going to utilize the kinetic chain in this fashion. So this is going to set us up again for later on when we want to load more. I'm very specific on making sure that we're now biasing the anterior chain. So as Michael mentioned before, if we're going posterior chain, we're going plantar flexion. If we're going anterior chain, I want to get more dorsiflexion here. Then my cues for this is making sure that we stabilize everything else to help enhance the serratus anterior. The anterior sling has both, has the abductors of the legs, external obliques, and goes right into the serratus. So we can, if like we wanted to, add a yoga block between her knees and have her squeeze. So that gets part, like the adductor part. Then I'm having her brace, get the oblique part. And then I'm gonna ask her to try to push her chest away from the table. And then what you're gonna notice is that you might start feeling a little bit of your serratus being activated. And this is where I'm looking for. Like I want her to feel the tension increase here, not up here. Good. And if you were to set up from like the bottom up, you have a higher success of what you want to see. You can see how her scaps are like rotated. I'm okay with a little bit of kyphosis here, and the reason for that is because it's going to help promote the scapula to go around the rib cage. Cool. And then for cueing for time and reps, I'm going to have them hold for 5 seconds in this position and going in and out again, just until they feel like they can't get that quality contraction in there. Some other cues I give to make them feel a little bit more in the serratus is you can work on lat length based off of humeral internal and external rotation, and same with pec length and with your hands down on your wrist. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
But you can play around with her humeral internal and external rotation and try to figure out which one you feel the most. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's break out and do this. 5 minutes for these.